Have you ever had a problem hearing numbers clearly? In particular, have you ever mistaken a number in the teens and a multiple of 10? For example, you're sitting in class and your teacher says, "Please turn to page 40 in your textbooks." Could you tell which number was said? Was it 14 or 40? If you guessed 40, you're right. The obvious difference between the two is that one of them ends with an N. But when people are talking at normal speed, the pronunciation of the N can be hard to hear. So I'm going to share two ways to tell the difference even if you can't hear the N. The first one is the easiest way to tell the difference, but this rule only applies to American English. I'm going to say the two numbers again. Listen closely. 14. 40. Could you hear it? The difference is that numbers in the teens are pronounced with a T sound, but multiples of 10 are pronounced with almost a D sound. So it's 14 and 40. Let's try this out. I'm going to say a number and see if you can correctly guess which one I'm saying. 17. 60. 90. 15. 18. How did you do? If you had a bit of trouble, you can practice with a friend. Take turns pronouncing and guessing the numbers. Well, I mentioned for this first way that it applies to American English. What about for other varieties of English? For example, British English, that don't change the pronunciation of the T. The second way is a little harder to hear in normal speech. You'll have to pay attention to the syllable that is stressed. I can't really do the British accent, but I'll give it a try. 14. 40. Could you hear it? For numbers in the teens, the second syllable, the teen, is stressed. For multiples of 10, the first syllable is stressed. So it's 14 and 40. Yes, it's harder to hear, but you can use these stresses to check. When you aren't sure which number was said, you can ask a question like this. Did you say 14 or 40?